You just run a stoplight? You mean do field sobriety on her? I mean, because she didn't have those sunglasses on until you pulled up.
And the sun ain't even out right here.
If you think that being falsely arrested can't happen to you, then you have to watch this video showing my client being arrested for DUI, even though she was stone cold sober. This can and does happen to innocent people across the country. My client was a bus driver for the city of Bluefield, West Virginia. She was completely sober, but her bus was pulled over and she was arrested in front of all her passengers.
Miss Elliott, come here and talk to me for a minute. What I feel like we should do to cause less trouble for the people on the bus, you probably should call somebody and let them come get the people off the bus real quick, because I'm gonna run you through field sobriety test, okay? Yeah, this bus is not running right now. Okay. So they're gonna call somebody else come get everybody.
How was she arrested and then charged with DUI, even though she had no alcohol, she had no other intoxicants in her system whatsoever? This egregious body cam shows just how it happened.
Her pupils are really, really super small. Hey, just go up there and be like, hey, did he get your insurance card and registration card, and look at her eyes? Yeah, she just now put them on. She didn't have sunglasses on a minute ago.
I told her to take them off. I mean,
You mean do field sobriety on her? I mean, because she didn't have those sunglasses on until you pulled up.
And the sun ain't even out right here.
So what are we going to do about it? Well, we just filed a federal lawsuit. In October of 2022, my client Yolanda Elliott was driving a Bluefield area transit bus when she ends up getting pulled over by a Bluefield police officer for running a stoplight. After making the stop, Officer Green of the Bluefield Police Department approached the vehicle, the bus, and directed Miss Elliott to produce her driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. She promptly complied, and then Green returned to his cruiser.
You just run a stoplight?
No, it was green, sir.
It was red.
No, sir, my light was green because I pulled out right behind my bus.
Yeah, well, it was red because when we was getting ready to turn, our light was green, and we had to wait on your bus to get out of the middle of the road to go through it.
Oh, no.
Someone needs your license and the information to this bus, please.
She would later be arrested, and in the police report, Officer Green claimed that he observed Miss Elliott having, quote, droopy eyelids, slow, low, and raspy speech, and constricted pupils. But does the body cam footage confirm those assertions?
Guys, I seen your hand go up, and I was like,
yeah, it was completely red.
What in the world?
Yeah, like the car in front of me tried to go, but they had to wait on you to get out of the middle of the intersection because our light was green.
Because that's why I seen my bus go, because we had just had the lights turned.
The bus might have been running it too. The one in front of it. Might have been yellow.
Where's my license? And you'd have to bear with me. Okay, here it is. But yeah, my light was green. That's why I'd have never run a red light, especially right there.
It wasn't green. That's the thing. I mean, if it was green on the bridge, but when you went under it, it was completely red because our light was green, which means your light was red for a good 5 seconds. And because we had to wait on you to get out of the middle of the intersection before our bus came.
I'm so sorry because the light turned green because we stopped at the red light. It was green. It was red when we were sitting there at the red light.
Yeah.
I had to stop, and then the light turned green, and that's why we all went.
All right, give me a second.
Another police officer, Officer Engel, then arrived on the scene, and he began assisting Officer Green. Officer Green asked Officer Engel to have Miss Elliott exit the vehicle and to then ask her a few questions while he was running her information.
Look at me real quick. Look out that way. Look out like this way. No, look right here. See that yellow Meineke sign? Mm-hmm. Look right there.
What?
Hold on. 215 or 216, 212. Right down here real quick. her pupils are really, really super small. She got back on a Yolanda Elliott. I mean, they think they're exempt from getting pulled over, but I mean, obviously, her light was completely green. Which means her light was red, and she went through the middle of the intersection. We had to wait on her to get out of the intersection before our line could even move.
Oh. Hey, just go up there and be like, hey, did he get your insurance card and registration card, and look at her eyes?
I don't know, she had sunglasses on when I walked up there.
Yeah. Yeah, she just now put them on. She didn't have sunglasses on a minute ago.
I told her to take them off. I mean, they look more constricted than mine.
Yeah. When I looked at his, I made him look the same direction she was looking. And his are about a half a size, almost to a whole size bigger than hers is. Or hers was. She's got a speeding ticket?
What'd you stop her for?
She ran a fucking red light. We was sitting there, and there's a car in front of me, and then right before, our light turned green, and we couldn't pull out because she was coming through the middle of the intersection.
I just walked. Deal with that.
Huh?
He's like, shit, I just walked. Deal with that.
They probably got drugs on him.
Huh?
They probably got dope on him.
I mean, the way she was talking was kind of like slow.
You mean you feel sobriety on her? I mean, because she didn't have those sunglasses on until you pulled up. You just run a stoplight?
No, it was green, sir.
It was red.
No, sir, my light was green because I pulled out right behind my bus.
Yeah, well, it was red because when we was getting ready to turn, our light was green, and we had to wait on your bus to get out of the middle of the road to go through it.
Oh, no.
Someone needs your license and the information to this bus, please. And
And the sun ain't even out right here. And the sun ain't even out right here. It's right here.
Yeah, her pupils were more constricted than hers was.
Red light, especially right there.
It wasn't green. That's the thing. I mean, if it was green on the bridge.
Go ahead.
Look up a Yolanda Elliott in Cisco. See if we have anything for her.
Hey, Green.
Hey.
Stand by.
She's got a lot of things on there, but nothing for traffic.
All right. So no DUIs or nothing like that. Any drugs? Okay. Alrighty. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
She's got a long history. Nothing DUI wise.
Everybody's getting off the books.
I just ordered my food from McDonald's too.
Well, have Reese walk down there and get it for you.
No, like we live for Virginia one, so he'll be walking for a little while. Hey, she gets out on this side.
Bluefield 216, that's going to be a negative.
Copy.
After running her information, Officer Green approached Miss Elliott and asked her if she had taken any medication or drugs. She advised that she had taken prescriptions for Ambien and Percocet and had properly taken both as prescribed by her physician, which last occurred at approximately 8:30 p.m. the night before. So this stop was occurring at approximately 9:55 a.m., more than 12 hours after she had taken her prescribed medication.
Miss Elliott, come here and talk to me for a minute. Why don't you turn and face this way for me, all right? Away from my son.
Okay.
All right? Do you take any kind of medication whatsoever?
I do.
What do you take?
Well,
I want you to be honest with me, okay, when I ask you this.
during the day, I don't take none.
Okay.
At nighttime, I take Ambien and I take Percocet.
Okay. So, how long ago since you took the Percocets? Be honest with me.
I'm trying to think. I took it about 8:30 last night.
8:30 last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not worried about anything y'all can do. I mean, y'all need to do or anything like that.
Well, this is the issue I'm having is when I come up and talk to you, pupils are really, really constricted. Okay?
I didn't sleep good last night.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Sleep has nothing to do with your pupil size, okay?
After learning that Miss Elliott had taken the medication the night before the stop, Officers Green and Ingle then proceeded to run Miss Elliott through several field sobriety tests. And after completing those tests, Officers Green and Ingle alleged that Miss Elliott had performed poorly and that she had failed the tests. But again, does the body cam footage confirm those assertions?
Okay.
All right. What I feel like we should do to cause less trouble for the people on the bus, you probably should call somebody to let them come get the people off the bus real quick, because I'm gonna run you through field sobriety tests, okay?
Okay.
And then we're gonna go from there. All
You want
right.
me to call my boss?
Call somebody.
Okay.
Let them know you got a bus out here and you got stopped by the police. Well, what about this bus right here? That's what I want you to do, okay? Well, that's all right. Stand right there, okay? Put your feet together, hands down by your side for me, okay? And just hands down by your side, just like this. All
I've
right.
never done a field sobriety test.
Never?
Never.
All right, well, there's a first for everything, okay?
Okay.
You can see the tip of this pen, right?
I can.
All right, I want you to watch the tip of that pen with just your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay?
Okay.
All right, one more time.
Okay.
All right. Next thing I'm gonna have you do, okay, is just another balance test, all right? Well, first off, I guess we can do it right here. It's pretty. The modified Romberg. Yeah, we'll do it right here. We'll do the other test down there. All right, so what I want you to do, take your hands out of your pockets, put your feet together for me. All right? When I tell you to begin, all right, I'm going to tell you to tilt your head back. You're going to tilt your head all the way back, okay?
Okay.
When you tilt your head back, you're going to close your eyes. When you close your eyes, I'm going to tell you to begin. All right, when I tell you to begin, I want you to estimate the passage of 30 seconds in your head.
Okay.
All right. Once you get to 30 seconds in your head, you're going to tilt your head back down and say stop. All right. And that's going to be into that part of that test. Okay.
Okay. Let me get it. Let me say this
go
again.
ahead. Yep.
I'm going to tilt my head back. Count. Assume 30 seconds. Tilt my head back. Close my eyes. Assume 30 seconds. Then sit my head back up. Open my eyes and
Say stop. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and tilt your head back and close your
Close my
eyes.
eyes.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You can go ahead and take your sunglasses off. All right. Tilt your head back and close your eyes for me.
Okay.
All the way back. Go ahead and begin.
Stop.
All right. How long was that?
I'm say 30 seconds.
Did you say 30 seconds? All right. How'd you get to 30?
I counted.
How'd you count?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right, cool. Good deal. Next thing I'm going to have you do is called the finger and nose test, okay? Like I said, you're going to keep your feet
I
together.
heard about this one.
There you go. Well, what do you know about it? Kind of, sort of like that. You ain't going to put your arms out like an airplane, though. All right, but what I want you to do, I want you to make a fist and turn your palms towards me, down just like this. There you go. Take your pointer fingers and stick them straight out to the ground. All right, stand like that until I instruct you to do otherwise, okay?
Okay.
When I tell you to begin, it's kind of similar like the last test we done, okay? You're going to tilt your head back, and I'm going to have you close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, when I instruct you to, imagine that the tip of my knuckle here is the tip of your nose, and obviously this is the tip of your finger, okay? Exactly like this. You're going to come up. If I tell you your right hand or your left hand, you're going to bring your right hand up, touch the tip of your nose, come back down immediately without me telling you to, okay? So if I say right hand, you'll come up, touch the tip of it, bring it straight back down without me telling you to.
Okay.
All right.
Just say right hand and I touch my nose.
I'm gonna explain it to you as we go through it, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and tilt your head back and close your eyes for me.
Okay.
Tilt your head back a little bit more. There you go. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Right hand? Left hand? Okay. All right. So what I want you to do, I want you to put your, we're going to
Which way
just,
am I facing?
I don't like that line at all, actually, but nothing. I'm just looking at this line. All right. You can see the edge of this line right here, right?
It's a damn straight line, but
It's not the straightest line, but that's what we're going to go off of for right now, okay? So what you're going to do, basically, is just keep your foot on the inside of that line like that right there. I want you to put your left foot on that.
Left?
Yep, left foot on that line. I want you to put your right foot directly in front of your left foot in a heel-to-toe manner, and I want you to stand just like that. There you go, in a heel-to-toe. That's it. Keep your hands on by your side.
Which side? Which
Just
side of the
you're
line?
fine. Just stay on that line, okay? What I want you to do, stand like that until I tell you to do otherwise, okay?
Okay.
All right. I want you to watch me. All right.
I do.
Okay.
I think I do.
Go ahead, begin for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Fix arms up. Holding on to the side of her pants. Oh, Mrs. Oto steps off line on 8. All right. All right.
A heel.
Yeah. All right, put your feet together, hands on by your side for me, okay? Next test I'm going to have you do is called the one-leg stand test, okay? What I want you to do, I want you to pick whichever foot you want to use. I want you to pick it up approximately 6 inches off the ground, keeping your foot parallel with the ground, okay? It's going to look exactly like this. You do approximately 6 inches. Don't start until I tell you to.
Okay.
All right, it's going to approximately be 6 inches off the ground, parallel with the ground with your toe pointed out. I want you to look at the tip of your toe while you do this test, okay? I want you to count out loud for me, 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop, okay? Keep in mind, I want you to watch your elevated foot, count out loud for me, keep both hands down by your side, keep both legs straight, and don't stop the test until I say it's completed. You understand?
I think so.
All right.
You don't count. I'm just hold my leg out and you don't count. You just tell me to stop.
Yep, you just count out loud for me like I told you to, okay?
I count out loud?
Yep, like I told you to.
Okay.
All right, you ready to begin? Go ahead.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009,
Use his arms for balance, put his foot down.
1010, 1011,
Use his arms for balance.
1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020.
Okay. 20 seconds. I heard 30. All right. Would you walk over here with me real quick, okay? So what are you going to have in this bag? You got any of your medications in here? You care if my officer takes a look in there?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a bunch of junk in here.
All right, well, just lay that to the side and he'll go through it, okay?
Okay.
Just lay it to the side for me.
I'm about to freeze.
All right. So you said the last time you took the Percocets was at
Oh, it was
8:30?
last night, yeah.
You don't know when last night though.
Yeah, it was like about 8:30 last night. It was before I went to bed.
What time did you go to bed?
It was about 8:30.
What time? How long
But
did you
I
sleep?
didn't go to sleep. I was still awake at about...
You took the Ambien and didn't go to sleep?
No, I didn't go to sleep last night. I just couldn't go to sleep. I was tossing and turning.
Did you take any of it this morning?
No. No, I didn't take nothing this morning. I hadn't taken nothing.
You don't care if I look at you?
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Why don't you do me a favor and just sit right here on this curb right here for me, okay? You're going to be placed under arrest for DUI, okay?
Do what?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to give you an option. We can go to the hospital and we can have a blood draw. You can consent to a blood draw?
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and do that.
I can do that.
Okay. All right, cool
not
deal.
a problem.
All right, I appreciate it.
Here's the thing. Miss Elliott told the officers that she held a valid commercial driver's license, wherein she had been medically approved to drive a bus on her prescribed medications. But the officers instead just took it upon themselves to rely on their own incorrect and uninformed medical opinions about her medications, concluding that she must be legally intoxicated as a result of having consumed her prescribed prescription medications the previous evening.
Yeah.
Listen to me. You cannot. You have a job to drive people around for a living, right? You cannot take Percocets and Ambien and drive.
Then why did the doctor put it on my CDL?
The doctors do that. I don't know why they do that. It's not legal for you to drive. They should
At
tell
nighttime?
you. you should not drive, period, once you've taken that
For
medication.
how long?
It takes a while for that medication to come out of your system.
Yeah, because I just had my CDL done
Yeah.
last month.
Did you do a drug test then?
Yeah, I
What'd
mean,
you-
I can show you my CDL. I have nothing to hide from y'all. I mean, I've never done
What come
drugs.
up on the drug test? Where'd you do the test at?
Dr. John, where did I do my CDL? CDL. What's his name? Princeton.
That's fine.
CDL. What did I do? Where did I doctor?
Drug test, physical. Did she do a
My
drug test?
physical? Neary.
Okay.
He done all of it,
Okay.
and
Well, you want to take your sunglasses off, put them in your pocket so they don't drop?
and he did every bit of it, and everything's listed on my CDL, and they had to get my family doctor to come back and sign off on it.
Yeah, well, they dropped the
and
ball because you ain't supposed to take it and drive, okay? So go ahead and turn around for me.
Please don't put handcuffs on me.
I'm going to have to. All right, so go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Miss Elliott begged Officer Green to look at her CDL documentation, which actually authorized her to drive well on her prescribed Percocet and Ambien that he was complaining about. However, Officer Green refused to even look at it and defiantly and ignorantly said, well, they dropped the ball, referring to the doctors, because you ain't supposed to take it and drive.
Yeah, well, they dropped the ball because you ain't supposed to take it and drive, okay?
Then Officer Green ordered Miss Elliott to turn around so that he could place her in handcuffs. Had Officer Green, who I don't believe has any medical degree of any sort, even bothered to look at Miss Elliott's CDL documentation, he would have observed that she had in her possession written authorization from a medical doctor, a quote certified DOT medical examiner, finding her qualified to serve as a licensed commercial driver while taking her lawfully prescribed medicines, including Percocet and Ambien. In fact, the examination and report from the medical doctor had just been issued to Miss Elliott several months earlier in August. But instead of reviewing that CDL documentation that was available at the scene or requesting additional information from any source, the officers proceeded to perform a warrantless arrest of Miss Elliott for allegedly driving under the influence of a controlled substance, as well as for the charge of being a commercial driver driving with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.04% or more. Given the fact that Miss Elliott had been on duty driving a Bluefield area transit bus, her numerous passengers were removed from the bus, none of whom were even questioned by the officers regarding whether or not Miss Elliott had exhibited any signs of being intoxicated. Miss Elliott's boss from the city of Bluefield had arrived on the scene during the arrest, and the officers told the boss that Miss Elliott had been driving intoxicated while transporting the public, that she had been consuming intoxicating substances that had rendered her intoxicated as she drove members of the public around on the Bluefield City bus, and that she had failed field sobriety tests. All of that was false. During the arrest, Officer Green asked Miss Elliott if she would consent to having her blood drawn for testing. She agreed and was taken to Princeton Community Hospital, where this procedure was performed. Then she was taken to the Bluefield Police Department, where she was processed. Get this, the blood test results would subsequently come back negative for any intoxicating substances. But that didn't come back until November 6th of that year, well after the arrest took place. Subsequently, of course, the false DUI charges against Miss Elliott were dismissed, but that didn't happen until September 22nd of 2023, almost a year later. She did enter a guilty plea to the traffic violation of failure to obey a stoplight. But again, the DUI charges that were false were all dismissed. And even though during the entirety of this stop, Miss Elliott was fully cooperative with the officers and exhibited absolutely zero signs of being under the influence of alcohol or any other intoxicating substance, because she wasn't, even though all of that was true, she was fired from her job as a driver with the city of Bluefield. She never did get it back. Therefore, recently, we filed a federal civil rights lawsuit under Section 1983. We alleged that there was a false warrantless arrest and also a malicious prosecution because she was still prosecuted for those false DUI charges for even a year after this egregious stop took place. And this goes to show that this can happen to anybody. In fact, it was just in the news that over the last few years, there have been over 600 people in Tennessee who were completely sober but were arrested for DUI. In my opinion, this is the most likely scenario for your everyday person to be subjected to a false arrest. I don't doubt that sometimes reasonable mistakes could occur, but where they do occur, they should be made right ASAP. And where they were not made right, like in this case, you need to seek justice and accountability, which we're doing. So if you want to follow along, please subscribe both here and at my blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com, and you'll stay updated. You can also follow me on Twitter at JohnBryanESQ, also called The Civil Rights Lawyer there. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.